He's making history with each new find in Tom's world every time. Tom's on the hunt. Tom's on the prowl. With a cam in hand and a curious plan. World secrets to be found in Tom's world now. Tom's World How.
Hey everybody, what is going on? Welcome to another live edition of This is Tom's World. And yes, it's on a Friday night. What? I already did one on Monday night, but I'm here again on Friday night. So hopefully everybody's doing well. I know normally this is the night everybody goes out. They go to clubs, they go to bars, they go to this, that. And I know I'm competing against two people on my following list for YouTube. I'm competing. Yeah, I'm competing. I'm competing with Kenny Biddle. I'm also competing. I said it again, competing. I'm also competing with the Philly captain. But that's okay. That's all right because I know that my people will be here. What is up, Mike? How are you, my friend? Um, yeah, we're just gonna wait for some people to come in, and then I'm gonna give some cool news of a place that I went to today. I made a video on a Friday. I took off from work specifically to make this video. Hey, what's up, Noah? How you doing, man? So I took off of work specifically to go to the place that I went to today, and I'm gonna wait for more people to trickle in, and then I'm gonna talk about it. But this is a place that I have been waiting to go to for the last 4 years, and man, did it not disappoint. I mean, oh my lord, it was awesome. Just being in the place, the people that I met there, it was a great experience. Making my usual video. That's what you're doing. Well, hey, we all do that on here, right? All of us content creators, as they call us. We're always making videos. Mine just happened to come out just once a week. I haven't done more than one in a week in a while, in quite a while. I think I've probably done one time where I posted 2 videos in 1 week in the last few years or a couple of years, somewhere in there. I mean, there was a time when I was digging out the garden at Serovia with the other volunteers, and then like I would go there by myself during the week, and I would make like 2, 3, sometimes 4 videos in a week. But they were shorter, and they were just showing the progress as it went along. But the place I went to today is somewhat related to that very garden. What's up, Chris? This is Tom's World. It most definitely is. Welcome to it. Yeah, today, as I was saying, today was a very exciting day. And I'm going to wait to see if a couple more people trickle in before I talk about it. But super exciting for me. A place I've been waiting to go to for 4 years now, and I finally made it there. And there was some stuff to do with Serovia. You're not Noah from Noah's World? Wow, I'm confused. Noah's World is not Noah from Noah's World. Okay. So um so yeah, I see we have some more people trickling in. I'm gonna let more people come in. I'm glad you're good, Chris. And we are gonna talk about the day that I had today because man, it was an awesome day. It really was. I mean, maybe not everybody would see it as such, but for me, um, it's been a long time coming. I feel like I've been following Serovia my whole life at this point. See, Michael says normally I would be at the bar having a few beers, usually Pabst Blue Ribbon or Miller Lite. If I'm at a bar, that's usually what I have, Miller Lite. Um, Man, I just got a random text from one of the games I play. I might have to stop playing that game. I don't like when they just send me like not text but Facebook messages. Anyway, let me come back to the stream here. Kathy Gallagher, holy crap! Talk about a blast from the past. Where the hell have you been? How are you? Yeah, I did, Chris. I did get the multiverse to work. So for if you're having that issue, let's see. And this is way going off on my channel stuff, but just mostly for Chris here. So if you're having that issue where it comes up and says, what was it? Something real error occurs. My son found the solution. So if you're having that error, you can message me and I'll let you know how to fix it because it definitely worked for me. I'm glad you're good, Kathy, man. It's been a while since we chatted. Quite a while. So all right. So well, I have less people in here now. But I am how many minutes in? I'm six and a half minutes. I'll wait till the to the 10-minute mark, and then I'll release. So we got about 3.5 minutes. I'll release where I went today and what I did and the video I made that I'm currently in the midst of editing. And it's going to take me a little while to edit this because I was just all over the place inside of this place I was at. Yeah, we do, most definitely. We always had a very good rapport, and you're a good friend, and we definitely need to talk again. Need to catch up, basically. But yeah, this place. Oh my god, I'm just building suspense, is what I'm doing at this point. Why? Because it's what we do. Chris made a video too, but can't. Hey, listen, we don't need to talk about those kind of videos, man. Well, I'm glad you caught the live, Kathy. I definitely am. Welcome to it. I guess it didn't hurt that I posted it on my personal Facebook. Um, and Kathy, if you're not subscribed to my channel, you're in big trouble. You better subscribe if you're not. No, it says I saw something today, a Tesla Cybertruck. It looked like garbage, glitched refrigerator. Wow, that's crazy. No, we're not doing Tom's Hug, Chris. Are you? Well, cheers, Kathy. And Michael's watching me on the phone and flipping between Aaron Judge and Darth Vader on TV. What? What? You confused me on that one. They're ugly. What are we talking about here? All right. So we're almost to the 10-minute mark. So we got another minute and 9 seconds. And then I can release the information as to where I was today. And I am dying to tell everybody. I can't stop talking about this place. Even the last couple days, like my coworkers, I'm sure are sick. We're sick of hearing about it. But yeah, man, this was an awesome place. Oh, the Cybertruck. I got you. I was really confused. No Nally fans, Chris. I just saw that. Oh my God, what a sight that would be. Wow. I don't even want to think about that. Anyway, yep. 24 seconds. 24 seconds. And I'm going to release this information. I mean, it's not monstrously huge information. Anybody that lives in or near the Ben Salem area probably knows what this place is, but I'm willing to bet that 99.999% of them have never seen the inside of this place. So we're at the 10-minute mark. I was at Groudon Mansion. You can pronounce it Groden, whatever. It was also known as Trevose Manor. And this is a place in Bensalem that dates back to, I think it was 1685 is when they finished erecting this place. And I mean, wow, 1685. It predates, our nation as we know it. And we like Ben Franklin hung out at this place. Ben Franklin hung out at this place, and it's rumored, and I did say this in the video, but for those of you who are here on the live, you get the little scoop beforehand. It's rumored that the whole thing with Benjamin Franklin and the experiment with electricity and the kite and the key and all that it happened here at this place, not in Philly. Now, I mean, as far as the rest of the country is concerned, for the history books, it's close enough to Philly to call it Philly. However, for those of us that live in the area, Bensalem and Philly are two totally different entities. There you go. Groudon Mansion's a couple blocks from you. I was there today, and I wasn't alone. It was a whole tour that was going on, and when you see the video, you'll hear all the people in the background. I mean, there was a buzz going on the whole time we were there. Where at? Let me see. I can give you the exact address momentarily. So Groudon Mansion is on 5408 Neshaminy Valley Drive. There's like a little park next to it with like ball fields and stuff like that, basketball courts. And like I said, this goes back to 1685. I mean, that's a long time for a building to be standing. Now, the building on the outside doesn't look the way it did originally. Originally, it was all stone, and there's a couple of small buildings on the property that are still looking that same way, and they put like stucco on the main building now. But the interiors, especially the third floor, still looks very much like it used to. The third floor has like plaster ceilings, and they're starting to fall down, and they have to get them fixed and stuff like that. And normally people don't get to see the third floor. I got you guys. We went to the third floor in my video. We were in the basement in my video, which I've never seen in any of the videos of Groudon Mansion, pictures, anything like that. Yeah, look, Friday Live. How about that? How about that? So, and in the basement, there's this little corridor you go through. Like it's all stone, and you have to bend down to go in there because apparently people in the past were a lot shorter than we are now. And then it goes to like a little cold box where they used to keep their meats and stuff like that. But man, and I even said it in the video, I felt like Indiana Jones going through that. Like I was exploring the unknown, or at least to me anyway. And even some people from the Historical Society had said that they had not been down there. And man, it was just a blast being there. And I had the extra added bonus of not only making a bunch of new contacts and meeting a bunch of really cool people, but there's a gentleman who works at the Mercer Museum, and he was just in recent months, was on an episode of Expedition Unknown with what's his name, Josh Gates, I think. And this guy is like the authority on the Doan Gang. And if you don't know who the Doan Gang is, this goes back to revolutionary times. These guys were like enemies of the new forming country during the Revolutionary War. And they were like extradited or whatever. Like they were thrown out of their house and everything. And these guys went and they robbed a bank in Newtown that had all the different taxes from Bucks County in it, and they robbed that. I don't think they ever found the money, but this guy found one of their hideouts in a cave. And if you haven't seen that Expedition Unknown, you can find it online in different places streaming, and you can go check it out. It's a really cool episode. But the main reason that he came there was because the vault that they stole that from, he believes, was like based off of the vault that was here at Groudon Mansion. Now, when I heard that, I thought vault, like, big metal doors and stuff like that. No, it was a stone building that was like really secure. And I think he's looking to excavate the original vault. So, I mean, meeting him was awesome. He is a great person. He really is. Very positive energy, just all around great guy. As far as I'm concerned. And he as soon as he got out of the vehicle when I was there, because I got there before everybody else, because of course I was super excited. And as soon as he got out, he knew exactly who I was. He came up to me, shook my hand, everything, and it was just a great time being there. And so the connection to Sorobia that is in this mansion. Let's see. Michael says there was an article about Burlington Island in the Philadelphia Inquirer app. Oh, really? Uh-oh, I hope they're not going to do anything to it, because that's another bucket list place for me, is to get there. I don't know how I'm going to get there, because you have to take like a kayak or something like that over there, but I'll figure it out someday. But the connection between Sorobia and Groudon is that when you first go in what I assume is the back door, because the front seems to have the porch and that faces another road. But when you first go in the back, right on the right side, there's a little doorway and there's a dining room there. The dining room set that's in there was in Sorobia Mansion. And across the hall in another room, there's like little hutches or whatever you want to call it. Like they got mirror backgrounds, and you'll see it in the video. And intricate little wood carved things on them and everything. They're from Sorobia as well. The table itself, oh my God. Like I put my hand on it and it was like fanboy moment. And I was just like, oh my God, this is Robert Logan's table. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, man, this is awesome. And there's chairs around it that have like cushion on the back and on the seats. I sat in one of the head seats, like at the table, because they're different than the other ones. The ones at the ends have wheels, the other ones don't. Very comfortable seat. But when I went upstairs to, I think it was the second floor. Yeah, definitely the second floor. I saw the rest of the leaves for this table. This table is immense. There was like at least five or six, definitely five, but probably six more leaves for this table, and more hardware to support it and stuff like that. I can't imagine. I mean, the Logans, they had, it was Robert and Sarah, and they had their daughter Deborah, and Deborah wasn't even there most of the time. She spent most of her time in California. Why would they have needed a table that big? They'd be sitting across from each other. They'd have to yell at each other to communicate. I don't know. It's weird, but it was so great to finally see this table and the chairs, and just to get inside this place. It was, I can't even begin to tell you how excited I was to be there. Yeah, big tables are awesome. I mean, and this thing, if it had all the leaves in it, it would be immense, like super long. It would never fit in the room that it's in right now, and it's just super crazy. And I can't wait for you guys to see this video. I hope that I can edit it together well. But I was just so excited that I was filming in the room with the table, and then I heard, all right, so they're going down the basement. I was like, whoa! So I quick went down there with them, and then when I came back up, I filmed more of the table, because somebody pointed out to me the design of the legs, and wait till you see them. It's kind of funny. I'm not going to give it away now. I'm not going to give you everything here, but and then I filmed a little bit more here, a little bit more there, and then it was time to go upstairs. And initially they said that we wouldn't be able to go up to the third floor because of the condition of it, but somehow we were able to go up there. So you're going to have footage of that third floor, which has not yet been redone, where the original plaster ceiling is starting to come down, and you can see the little wood slats behind it and stuff like that. Need a Tom's World Indiana Jones hat. Yeah, that would be cool. I wish that the place that I use for my merch shop had that. That would be really cool. I might have to seek out another merch shop option that might have something like that, or see if I can get one custom made. I don't know that I'd wear it too much, but it would be really cool, because I really did feel like Indiana Jones going through that little corridor in the basement. Was very cool. Like I was At one point, I was down there in the basement with a bunch of other people, so you'll be able to hear the people in the background. But then later on, and this is all going to be edited together so that all the different places are together in the video. But I went back down later when nobody was down there and there was no lights on in that thing. So the only light you have is from my phone. Yeah, I could wear it while I'm golfing. Um, but yeah, this place is really really cool, and I got to talk to the maintenance guys there quite a bit, um, and I have a need to reach out to a friend, Mr. Kenny Biddle, who is friends with a certain Jason Hawes, and these guys want them to come there to investigate, and they'd be willing to take some of their own time to open the place for them. I mean, it goes back to 1685, so if you're a believer in the paranormal, there's got to be something there, right? Maybe Ben Franklin's hanging around, like, hey, what's going on? Here's my kite and the key, and. But yeah, this is it. It was just a very super super exciting day, and I just had to come on here and share that with you guys. Oh man! So if you want to look it up, Chris, it's Groudon Mansion or Groden Mansion, Growden Mansion, and it's in Ben Salem, Pennsylvania. Look it up. There have been other paranormal teams that went there, like Rinky Dink paranormal teams that went there. And by Rinky Dink, I don't mean that they were bad. I just mean like they weren't professional. You know what I mean? They did it for hobby. Well, most people do it for hobby, but you know what I mean. Like just people that didn't have the money for the equipment that, like, say, the ghost hunters have and stuff like that. Um, that have gone there over time, and it's been quite some time since I've seen any videos of that. But there's plenty of information out there for it. You could check it out. It's a very interesting place. The story behind it is even more interesting. Uh, I mean, man, there's not a mansion within like Bucks County, like an old mansion. I mean, I don't mean like the newer ones, but like the older ones within Bucks County and Philadelphia that does not have like a rich history behind it. And most of them are actually in Bucks County because our founding fathers, while the country was started here in Philadelphia, most of them lived in what's now considered the suburbs of Philadelphia, and they would take the King's Highway from there all the way down in the center city. You have about 4K worth of stuff. Drag Nick and gang with me. Hey, why not? And if you guys come here, then we all got to go out and get some cheesesteaks and beers because why not? I mean that would be a cool little vacation for you guys. I mean, first off, you get to meet me in person. I mean, that's a blow away right there. It's no, I'm kidding, but but yeah, I mean, that would be cool. I would love to meet you guys in person and be able to do stuff. I mean, like I now have an inn for this place. There's also another place called PlayWiki Farm, which I did do a video of some time ago, and I featured a woman in my video who's like a curator there or caretaker or whatever, and I could always reach out to her because she said that I could if I happen to have some paranormal teams that would like to come there, and they can talk with you guys and schedule it out. So you guys could hit like a couple places while you're here. So why not? But but yeah, I really enjoyed my day. I've been waiting for this day for a while. I have some places on my Tom's World bucket list, and this was definitely one of them. So it feels good to now have it under my belt. I just hope that my video justifies how exciting this place was. I really do. I'm working with a new gimbal. Um, because so this is my old gimbal, and it kind of took a crap on me when I fell one time that and I wasn't recording. It wasn't a big fall; it was just like a little slip, and this fell out of my hand and went in the dirt, and some of the grains of dirt got in the little gears and stuff. So I got a different one, um, and it's a slightly newer model, not much, but it's still hard to get used to because sometimes it records where the phone is like slightly turned, and I have to mess with it to get it straight. But yeah, that place was definitely awesome. I had a great time, and then afterwards, I got to hang out with Tommy. Always a fun time. Always awesome seeing Tommy, my best friend right there. Um, but yeah, I mean, Groudon Mansion. Wow, that place did not disappoint at all. Matter of fact, it did the opposite of that because the outside looks a little plain, and then when you get inside, there's a feeling, and I'm not saying it's paranormal related or whatever or past life related or anything like that, but there's just a feeling when you go in there, like you're amongst history. And Michael just opened a can of garbage classic lime beer, which is brewed by the Cleese brothers. Yeah. The Cleese. Did I say Cleese? Kelsey brothers. Wow. I read that too quick. Like my mind like superimposed the L and the E. But oh man. And then my pop filter just came off of my microphone. Oh well. We're just gonna have to deal with it. What are you gonna do? I can't fix it right now. It takes like 5 minutes to fix this thing. Now look, Mister. You don't need to be talking crap on the Eagles. You know, uh, I mean, it wasn't that long ago. It's not like they're the Cowboys. I'm just saying. I mean, it's been a lot longer for the Cowboys than it has for the Eagles. I mean, what was that? That was 2018. Okay, Mister. I couldn't remember if it was 2018 or 2019. I was going back and forth in my mind, so I had to look it up real quick. But yeah, I mean, the Cowboys suck. You know, the last ring they got has like rust and calcium buildup on it, and all kinds of stuff. So but they still talk crap about the Eagles fans. But then I mean, we're those are the main rivals for the Eagles are the Cowboys. But you could say that for a lot of teams. I mean, my dad has always said his two favorite football teams are the Eagles and whoever's playing against the Cowboys. So the team that last championship was a very long time ago. Oh, for the Flyers, yeah, back in '75. That was the year I was born. Well, they won the '74-'75 season and the '75-'76 season. They have not won a cup since then, and I kind of lost my faith in the Flyers. I want to say early 2000s is when I stopped really paying attention to them because they were just crap since then. Now, granted, last year, a lot of new guys, a lot of young guys, and they played their heart out, but they didn't do all that great in the end. So it's going to take a lot for the Flyers to bring me back. I mean, I grew up listening to the voice of Gene Hart. Like I fell asleep with Gene Hart's voice quite a bit, which was for those of you who aren't from Philly, that was the guy that like did the announcing for the Flyers, the Philadelphia Flyers games. So AVS fan here because Colorado. Oh, well. I mean, it comes to hockey. It comes to any sport. Of course, I'm going to support any Philly team. I don't even watch basketball, but I support the Sixers. But 73, 74, 74, 75. Are you sure? Montreal beat the Flyers in 75, 76. I always thought it was 74, 75, and 75, 76. Well, either way, I was alive when they won their last cup. Because I was born first week of February, 1975. So, I mean, at least I could say I was alive when they won their last cup. I just don't remember because, well, I was a baby. Wasn't even a year old. But I would like to see them win it. You know, I mean, I got to see the Phillies win. I got to see the Eagles win. I don't know if the Sixers won because I don't really follow basketball, but I would like to see the Flyers win once before I die. Pickle Nick, what's going on, brother? Welcome, welcome. I am 35 years old, and yes, I am divorced, and I live in a van down by the river. Yep, I knew that was coming up. I wish I was 35 years old. I would even live in a van down by the river if I could be 35 years old again. As long as I could change some things about being 35. Yeah. Yeah. Relationship wise would be much different. Pickle Nick's like 10. What are you talking about? Sixers' last championship was 82-83. Oh, Dr. J and Moses Malone. Hey, I'll roll everybody's doobies if I can be 35 again. Why not? I mean, crap, man. I'm gonna be 50 on the next one. 50. How the hell did that happen? I was just 20 something yesterday, and now here I'm going to be 50 on the next one. Crazy, crazy times. Time just kind of flies by. Well, Nick, you missed all my announcements of the place I was at today. You're just gonna have to wait till the video comes out, and I may not be dropping the video until Monday morning because that's generally when I drop new videos, and they seem to do well when I do that. Not all of them, but some of them. But Nick, you would really, 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 really like this place. What's up, Jill? The place I was at today goes back to 1685, and it's a mansion. And Benjamin Franklin hung out there. Past that, I'm just going to say you're going to have to watch the video, man. Well, all right, I will say one more thing, and I did say it earlier to everyone else here, that in this mansion, in the dining room set that's in there was in the mansion of the garden that I did, that I was like volunteer at and everything, and the place that I work at now. It was in that mansion, so I got to touch that table and think, man, Robert Logan ate his meals here, and this is great. Well, see, Jill, I don't know. Everybody else that's here now that was here during it, they're going to be bored if I repeat it. But we'll just say the video is going to come out. Definitely not tomorrow because I may not do any more editing tonight, and I've not even edited half of the video. I have to edit out a lot of stuff because there was a lot of people at this place, and there was a lot of talking going on. So sometimes you can't even hear me. So I gotta edit some stuff. But I was also all over the place in this mansion, and it's, oh my God, 1685. This mansion goes back to. My dad did say it best. But yeah, it's a place that Benjamin Franklin hung out at. I can't get past that. Like I was in there and I'm thinking, man, Benjamin Franklin was here. Like, I mean, yeah, you can go downtown into Old City, Philly, and you could be walking the streets that Ben Franklin walked and George Washington and like all these other people, and that's great. But this is like an individual location that I know he was at. That's right. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm building it up a lot right now, and like I said, I hope it justifies the build up when I'm done editing it. Because, like I said, I was so excited. I was like all over the place, and I have to edit things together so that they're all together. Like all the things in that dining room, just put it all together. All the things that were in the room across from that, put that together. All the things in the basement, because that basement was awesome. It really, really was. That's all I did was being a good neighbor. Put the kite down. Yeah, I was saying earlier that his infamous Ben Franklin, his infamous kite slash electricity experiment with the kite and the key and all that. It's rumored that it actually happened at this place and not in downtown Philly, because this is a suburb of Philly. But yeah, it's a very strong possibility because all the elements were there. You had to be on an elevated land, at which that place is. You had to be near a body of water, which Neshaminy Creek is right across the street from this place. There's some other factors that like come into play that sync up with this place. So yeah, I mean this was a very awesome place. I had a great time. And as I said earlier, I got to meet Clint Flack, who is part of the Mercer Museum here, um, in this area. It's in Newtown, which is also in Bucks County. But he was on recently on an episode of Expedition Unknown with Josh Gates, and he did a thing about the Doan Brothers gang, who were people that were like against the Revolutionary War, like against the country, and they stole money and stuff like that. And this guy has dedicated most of his life to researching these things, and he found a cave that they hid out in and everything. Like, you got to see that episode; it's awesome. You have a thunderstorm? Oh, we don't here. I wish we did. It'd be a little exciting. Nah, it's pretty calm, pretty boring here right now. I mean, it's getting a little cool. I don't know how cool it is outside right now, but I think this coming week we're supposed to be getting back up into the 80s again. So people are going to be at the park messing it up again, as always. Um, but I do work tomorrow. I took off today just to go to this place, and it was very well worth it. Yeah, no, we haven't had much rain at all, um, which is fine with me because then that means the grass at the parks isn't growing, and we may have already done our last mow for the season, and that works for me. I'm good with it. Wow. Well, I mean, I'm not, Nick. I'm not even gonna. I know you're baiting me, but I got to remember where I'm broadcasting to. I try to keep this as PG as I can here. Uh, but some of my friends make it a little tough to do sometimes. Gotta move some stuff out of my way there so I can set my bottle down. There we go. And where were you earlier when I was asking people in the Golfit chat, like, hypothetically, if we were to have a game, who would be in for it? Well, now it's getting kind of late. Well, I mean, it's only 9:25, but I do still have to go down and take care of the dinner that I made. I made myself. Well, me and myself and my dad, a crock pot meal that I started making at like 9 a.m. this morning. It's like a big pot roast. in a crock pot with gravy and carrots and peppers and onions and potatoes and garlic. It turned out awesome. I know I was very full. I know my dad was because I gave him quite a bit and he ate damn near all of it. So, and then we have enough for leftovers. I'm not. Nope. Nope, Chris. Nope. Not getting baited into it. Oh, man. But yeah, like I said, this video should come out Monday. Because, like I said, I'm probably not going to do any more editing tonight. I'll do more when I come home from work tomorrow, but I won't get it all done before it's time to hang out with the goddess. And then I can do more on Sunday. I would put it out on Sunday, but then I'm competing with football and stuff like that. It seems like a better time to put it out is Monday morning. Um, I mean, yeah, they do. Um, I mean, I'd put out one video about the round ruins in the woods, and that was on a Monday morning. And by the time my father and I got to the hospital for his weekly appointments, it had already had like 1,000 views, which like blew my mind. And that thing to this day, like last I checked, it had over 10,000. Let's see. Yeah, it's 10,630 views. That one blows my mind, you know. And then I did a video about a Nike missile base, and that got like 6,500 views. I mean, the view counts, they do go up quite a bit. My last video, well, didn't really have, it only had 350 views. But I think this one should have quite a bit. I think. I hope. I mean, even if not, at least I'm putting it out there because the main goal of the channel, especially with the historical stuff, is to preserve things on video, just like I did with Dinosaur Lake. You go back and watch the whole playlist of Dinosaur Lake. It's like the life and death of Dinosaur Lake, I think I called it. And sign's crooked. That's a little better. And you could check that out, and you could see this place. Like the very first video I made there, I gave the whole history of the place, complete with pictures and stuff like that. Not the best video quality, but it was a good video, and it got quite a few views. Um, and then I followed along with it, like showing it every so often, up until its demise, when the wall between the lake and the creek broke out during a tornado that we had here, and and then the lake drained and stuff. I have to go back there again soon, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting for cooler weather to be here so that all the brush dies down and stuff like that, and maybe the homeless people that are living there will kind of migrate somewhere else, hopefully. And yeah, I definitely want to, because I want to see if where the lake was, if that ground had like firmed up any, because for the first couple years after the lake was gone, of course, it was really marshy. And I'd like to walk out onto it and maybe metal detect out there at some point. God knows what I'll find. I might find a murder weapon from like 30 years ago that could solve some crime. You know, we don't know. Now I'll tell you what. Anyway. I think I'm going to wrap this up. Because, like I said, I do still have to clean up dinner down there. I've been waiting for the crock pot to cool down enough so that like I can put it into Tupperware. I don't want to like melt the Tupperware, so I got to check on that. Dang it, Bobby! Um, but I will be back on here again on Monday night, and we can hang out. We can talk. Um, I didn't just get started. I've been on here for 45 minutes. It's not my fault you came late. Boom. Um, but but yeah, you can catch up with me on Monday night, and we can hang out and talk about the video once it's up, and hopefully you'll all watch it. Hopefully I've hyped it up enough, and yeah, I guess I will get out of here. Make sure you check out all the links in the description. I got a Venmo link on there if you want to donate to the channel without having to have YouTube take its chunk out. I have a link to my merch shop in there. I have a link to, it depends on what you're watching. If you're watching this on Facebook, I have a link to my YouTube. You can go there and subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, I have a link to the Facebook, and you can go there and like the page. And make sure you give this video that thumbs up. It costs you nothing, and it does a lot for me. So, yeah, I will talk to you all very soon. Make sure you stay safe, stay healthy, and take care, and have a great night.